All right, looks like we are good to go. Let's get into it. Okay. Once, of course, the thing loads in naturally. We know how this always seems to go. All right.
Greetings. Hugh, Director of the Cooperative Borg and Borg Reclamation Project speaking. I am reaching out to you as Command has spoken very highly of your accomplishments. In particular, I'm told you're experienced in dealing with a variety of Borg. Another incursion is taking place in the Ramazad system. Can you meet me there? I'll send you my coordinates upon arrival. I'm still waiting to hear back from other allies. We'll need all the backup we can get.
All right. All right.
There is always a
Let's do that. And we'll transwarp. Transwarp. Get the mission started. Okay. This ends. Holy crap. This ends in March. almost a month away. Unsurprisingly, there's still a lot of ships gathered here.
What a surprise! I didn't expect to see you here. I'm responding to a call from Director Hugh of the Cooperative Borg. The Lucara Concordium has recently chosen me as their ambassador for all things Borg. He asked me to join him here to help with another incursion. I've been here for quite a while now. I'm not sure he's coming. Are you here to help as well?
That's right, but his absence is concerning.
I agree. He's typically quite punctual. So I've heard, anyway. Well, I'm afraid I've also come across some starship debris in the system that I have yet to identify. It appears we're arriving at the aftermath of a tense clash. I suggest we try and find the director together. With your permission, I'll set up a sensor link so that our ships can share any data we find.
Permission granted. Let's do it.
Sensor link is active. Let's start with the ship debris up ahead.
All right. Just making sure she wasn't going to say.
Let's see. Sensors are picking up microscopic fragments of advanced regenerative circuitry, nanites, and decentralized control system debris. This is most certainly a full and cooperative probe. Something must have happened to their fleet. Let's hurry. There's more debris over there.
All right, we need to head right over here. I'm pretty sure one of these debris piles is hiding the hide.
Scans indicate high-density alloy and further Borg circuitry fragments. Disruptive, not regenerative. In any case, this is not cooperative debris. The quantum signature doesn't even match our universe.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure one of these deals has hope, and I think it's this one right here. So scan this.
Look out! Rear incoming! Well done. That certainly explains the debris' quantum signature. Let's continue. I see a final cluster of debris up ahead.
All right, we need to be over here.
This fractal alloy is unlike any debris I've ever seen. It's protected by a quantum dispersal field. Someone must have come back to scatter the ship's debris signature. Its origin is untraceable.
All right, we need over.
Heads up! Subspace sensors are picking up residual distortion nearby. A warp trail. Recalibrating sensor array frequencies.
And
Radial decay and subspace phase variances suggest this warp trail is 2 hours old.
Whoop, there's the Harmony.
Get closer. There might be survivors. Oh dear. Sensor readings are fluctuating erratically due to the magnetic properties of dense asteroids nearby. It's the Harmony. What's Tassin Faye's ship doing here? Perhaps Tassin Faye was called in to help as well. The vessel seems to be suffering from multiple systems failures. They may require assistance. Shall we send out a hail?
Let's. Comms open hailing frequencies. Admiral Kamarke, please proceed.
Oh, right. Starship Harmony, this is Admiral Kumar K of the LSS Ruskava. Come in. Tassin Faye, do you copy?
All right.
No response. Complete comm silence. I know this isn't exactly standard protocol, but considering the potential gravity of the situation, should we consider beaming down?
Let's try the energy field scan first.
You're right. Let's proceed with caution.
Scanners are ready. And
It's no use. The magnetic properties of the denser asteroids near the ship are interfering with our scans.
yeah, I don't see any shard maintenance going on here. We can use the tractor beam to move the Harmony away from this area.
An excellent idea. I'll send out an encoded subspace transmission detailing our intentions. I should be able to transmit it on a narrow enough frequency for it to bypass the interference, but we're unlikely to be met with a response, I'm afraid. Here's hoping Tassin Faye is able to receive it, and that we aren't breaking with any Etherean customs.
Doesn't look like we have a choice.
Right. I have identified a section of the Ramizad system where signals are not compromised by the asteroids. Meet me there.
Copy that. I'll move the Harmony. But yeah, I thought they used.
Who would have thought that you'd be towing the Harmony today?
But usually where I'm at, they usually do the maintenance or whatnot. Excuse me. The maintenance or whatnot in the morning. I guess, well, I'm actually kind of glad that they're not doing it right now. that'd be a little.
Still too close to the asteroids. Just a little further.
That'd be a little bit inconvenient since I'm streaming this right now.
It's working. The interference is subsiding. I suggest we try a final hail before we scan again.
All right.
Starship Harmony, this is Admiral Kumar K. Do you copy? Starship Harmony, do you require assistance? Nothing. I'll consult with my comms officer. Ensign Farunte, what's your assessment?
Okay. Well,
The Harmony might be experiencing a communications blackout, Admiral. This is likely unrelated to the interference caused by any asteroids.
I guess we'll find out.
Time really could be of the essence. We still have no idea where the director is or if he's alright. And I'm beginning to worry that the same might be said of Tassin Faye.
You're right. I'll scan the Harmony. I guess we're gonna find out.
Doesn't
Well,
look good.
this is pretty.
Shields are lowered. I'm not detecting any breaches, so it must have been done voluntarily. Scans also indicate that the atmospheric conditions aboard the ship are highly unusual and only just able to accommodate other species. Furthermore, the ship itself is exhibiting properties that are consistent with a multidimensional vortex. It's as if it is phasing in and out of existence. Or at least parts of it seem to be. What's more, multiple sections of the ship seem to be under strict lockdown.
Sounds serious. Moving down with any authorization might be our only option.
I agree. I recommend we stay on high alert. Who knows what caused the ship's partial lockdown? This mission could be quite dangerous, especially if the Ethereans are unresponsive.
Kamarke, are you sure you want to come?
Quite sure, but I do appreciate you asking. I would rather face my fears head on than retreat
Well, there's no one to really team up with. Let's go.
You read my mind. The ship's systems should have logged our attempts at establishing contact before beaming down. That said, I'm not sure I trust the accuracy of any of our current scans, given the situation. One last thing. I do recommend we leave our bridge officers behind for now. I don't feel comfortable sending anyone else down there before conducting a preliminary assessment. Ready when you are.
I'll meet you there. Alright. And we breathe down. Breathe down by ourselves. For the time being, anyways. Ah, yeah, the spooky lights. Spooky lights in the background.
This interior. It's beautiful.
Spooky lights in the background.
It looks like the hallway behind us is locked. In fact, this room is under full lockdown, which I suspect will be true of most of the rooms we will encounter aboard the Harmony. Bypassing security lockouts might require some thinking outside the triangle. Or box? It's an Earth saying. I suggest we take a look around. Perhaps there's another way out. Let's tread carefully.
I'll lead the way. You're gonna have to get 100 on these. We just need 50. Oh. Access granted.
Maybe this will allow us to open the door to the hallway behind us.
Let's try it. I don't know why I read the direction there. Whoops. All right. And
No, the security clearance required to bypass this console is too high. We won't be able to go this way. Let's look around. Optimizing tricorders for environmental scanning.
all right, scan.
What a unique structure. Optimizing for material analysis. Incredible. These polygonal wall structures act as data nodes.
All right, and scan this one.
It appears they store recordings of events that have happened aboard the ship. They contain both visual and auditory data. You don't suppose we're being watched, do you?
Certainly possible.
In any case, it looks like this room's lockdown has been bypassed. Let's try the console by the other door. There must be a way forward.
I'll take the lead. All right. All right, we use the thing here.
Well done. All right, we'd better stay alert. We don't know what the consequences of bypassing the security measures aboard this ship are. For all we know, it could mean a variety of automated countermeasures, or perhaps none at all, given the situation. Let's keep scanning for abnormalities along the way until we get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. Let's go.
Lead the way.
All right.
It's very empty in here. I wonder where all the crew members are.
Nobody's in here right now because we know where they're all at. Okay, another console.
That's what Tarsine Fay always says.
Like a guiding principle.
Could I have a word?
Of course.
I'm feeling a little uneasy. No, not about the possibility of finding a Borg incursion aboard. It's about the comment I made earlier, about being watched. It was meant to be light-hearted, but I'm starting to think we are being monitored. It doesn't help that this room is on lockdown as well, and it looks like the security clearances increase the further along we get. We'll need to get creative again.
How about the data nodes we scanned? We could reverse engineer it.
Interesting. Instead of recording in real time, we could recalibrate the output so that the node plays back a recording from the past. At some point, someone aboard this ship must have input the console code needed to unlock this room. Such a recording might also provide us with insight into what happened aboard the Harmony.
I take it the nodes are encrypted.
Spot on! I would need to input some kind of information about the data we want to access in order to bypass any encrypted subroutines. In theory, this would allow me to recalibrate the node's parameters to play back an older recording, though I'd have to reconfigure the node's memory buffer array to act as a hollow matrix interface instead. In other words, the node will no longer function as a recording subsystem, but as a hollow emitter, activated by a
Remodulated tricorder. This could work.
I have to say, even though I'm not pleased about reverse engineering Ethereum technology without authorization, the science behind this is quite exciting. Hopefully, Tassin Fei will understand.
I'm sure she'll understand.
If you scan the room for information, I will begin recalibrating the node's parameters.
Let's get to work. Alright. Scan the thing.
Reconfiguring memory array to optimize for hollow emission output.
Scan this one.
Remodulating tricorders.
And this one over here.
Integrating environmental data to bypass encryptions. Done. The system is active. Shall we give it a try?
Alright. Set one. So one over here.
This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece.
That one. And the one over by the door.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face.
So, you said you needed help.
It worked! So, both Director Hugh and Tassin Fei were aboard the Harmony. What's more, the decay rate of the chronoton particles emitted by these projections placed the recording approximately 1 hour before the Harmony's warp trail signature in Ramizad. It's likely that whatever battle took place out there occurred after the director beamed aboard. Curious. It's a start. However, I'm sure you've noticed that these recording fragments are both static and out of order. The node's harmonic emitters didn't take too kindly to being tampered with. I doubt we'll be able to play out the full animated sequence of events. That said, we should be able to realign the data and unlock the full recording if we place these fragments in the right order.
Hey, how's it going? Leave that to me.
Place these fragments in the correct order. What happened first?
Okay, testing Fei to reach Director Hugh and his officers.
Right. Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard the Harmony. What happened then?
Director Hugh scans a piece of technology.
After Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard, Director Hugh scanned a piece of technology which he considered to be part of a fragment of a larger piece. So, naturally,
Testing Fei, Director Hugh and his officers leave.
the fragments have been placed in the correct order. First, Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his team aboard the ship. Then, Director Hugh scanned some technology which was part of a larger piece. Lastly, Tassin Fei asked Director Hugh and his officers to follow her, so they all left the room. We did it! Right. I've fed the data back into the node in the correct order this time. we should be able to play the full sequence of events now. Remember, it's likely to be visually incomplete due to the harmonics malfunction within the node, but the acoustics shouldn't be affected. Shall we?
Let's watch it. Oh.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face. I have heard a lot about you and your skill set.
Leader Tassim Faye, please call me Hugh. Likewise, I've heard a lot about the Etherians. So, you said you needed help.
Yes, a piece of our technology has been found aboard the Harmony. We may be compromised.
Let's see. You're right. This is control board technology, all right. And yet, the energy signature isn't an exact match. This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece. We'll need to locate the rest of it before I can make an assessment.
Of course, our diplomatic quarters are available should you wish to stay longer for this assessment.
And it should...
Please excuse the furnishing. Under normal circumstances, we redress our rooms for all our guests.
Well, these circumstances are far from normal,
Oh, they're over here.
but that won't be
Whoops.
necessary. We won't be staying long.
I see. How unfortunate. Perhaps another time. In that case, please follow me.
Okay, so I was looking in the wrong direction. I jumped the gun a little bit too early. Yeah, that's when they walk out. Oh, don't let people hear that. They may get the wrong idea. Hopefully you get the credit.
Great teamwork. We've pieced it all together. It looks like Director Hugh and his officers beamed aboard the Harmony to help Tassim Faye identify a piece of...
Control Borg technology.
Exactly. Fortunately, the data node recording also shows the console code used by Tassim Faye to bypass security. I suggest we look out for other consoles along the way. Perhaps we'll be able to use this method again. This probably also won't be the last data node we'll be able to interact with aboard the ship. Right, let's move on, shall we?
I'll enter the console code.
So, it seems like the starship debris we found earlier
Let's see.
might have been control Borg then. If we proceed, the door behind us will likely lock. We'll need to choose a path.
I'll go up this. I think I went up the side path this time, so I'll go up this way.
Right behind you. This looks like a social lounge. I didn't know the Etherians were so willing to host.
And yeah, the Achilles.
Hospitable, though a little deserted for my taste.
And yeah, the Achilles is a pretty damn good ship. Which to be honest, I just
Perhaps it's related to stellar research. I'm surprised I haven't been contacted about this.
odd. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, which ain't surprised given that it was a good ship from the game it also originally came from.
Look at these are the redressed diplomatic quarters Tassim Faye spoke of in the data node recording. I must say, I wasn't aware that a diplomatic meeting had been scheduled between any Lucari ambassadors and Etherians.
Well, these quarters seem largely unused.
Right. Perhaps this is for a future meeting that hasn't been coordinated yet. Director Hugh did mention abnormal circumstances in that recording. It's possible the situation is far more dire than we had imagined. I'll be sure to check in with Lucari Command once I return.
Sounds wise. Let's keep going.
Oh my. These are almost identical to the furnishings
Oh.
of Lucari diplomatic quarters.
Hold on.
Seems like the Etherians have replicated our style almost to perfection.
Hey, I got a shield.
Looks like a shortcut.
Hey, I got myself a shield. All right.
It's one of Director Hughes' officers. We better help them. Shields are still down. We can stabilize them and beam them out.
On it. All right. Stabilize the officer.
This isn't good. We need to figure out what happened here. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I see a data node.
That's the spirit. Our tricorders are already remodulated and optimized for holographics. If you gather information to bypass the encryption subroutines, I'll get started on the node's parameters.
I'll see what I can find. And no playable war.
Feeling less guilty about tampering with Etherian technology, our allies could be in danger.
Yeah, no playable wolves. We got cats and the
Recalibrating parameters. Almost there. Got it. The
Right.
fragments should be ready to play.
I will lead you to our lower decks.
All right, they're static. They're static again at the moment. I think. Okay, yeah, right over here.
Watch out!
And this one.
What are you doing?
It worked! Unlike the last recording we watched, these initial fragments seem to be in the right order. That means Tassian Fey was leading Director Hugh and his officers to the lower decks of the ship. After that, something or someone attacked them. This part seems right. However, my scans indicate the presence of corrupted data located inside the memory buffers. One of the following fragments does not align with the expected data intervals of the recording. That is to say, one of the recordings of Director Hugh was added later on. It was artificially injected into the data sequence.
Falsified fragment added to the data node.
Perhaps. We can't rule it out. But that doesn't seem like something the control Borg would do. It seems a little too calculated, don't you think? In any case, we need to make a choice and identify the artificial fragment so we can remove the corrupted data and access the rest of the recording.
Leave it to me.
Which fragment was artificially added to the data node?
A control board fired at Director Hughes' bridge officer.
Right. An unknown construct appeared from beyond the portal and attacked the group. The falsified fragment has been identified. First, Tassian Fey told Director Hugh and his bridge officers that she would lead them to the lower decks of the ship. But then, an unknown construct attacked Director Hugh and his bridge officers from beyond the portal. One of his bridge officers was left wounded. Well done. That's it. It wasn't a control Borg that fired at Director Hughes' officer, but an unknown construct. It seems Etherian? The corrupted data has been removed successfully. The full sequence of events is now ready to play. Unfortunately, the harmonics are acting up again, so expect some fragmentation. The system is active. Let's play its last recording.
Let's watch. All right, get this thing out.
It is a shame you are not staying long.
Oh, they're over here.
We have much to discuss. I am curious about the liberated Borg.
Well, the path of the liberated Borg is not easy. Ultimately, it's about giving others a second chance.
Fascinating.
suppose you could compare it to that. Helping others overcome their pasts so they can grow.
Indeed. If you'd follow me, I will lead you to our lower decks.
All right, over there.
You said this is where you found the control Borg boarding party?
Indeed.
Do you know how they were able to bypass your shields?
We are uncertain. Several malfunctions have been reported. No conclusions have been drawn yet.
What are you doing?
This was not supposed to happen.
Get behind me!
Yep, and there's security. There's security.
My word, so that's what actually happened. It seems like an Etherian security system of some sort attacked Director Hugh and his officers. But by Luca, I cannot imagine why someone would come back afterwards to plant a falsified recording implicating the Borg. It's beyond me.
It does seem odd.
In any case, Tarsine Faye's remark is important. If the Etherian security system has gone rogue, there might be more for us to worry about than control Borg. Fortunately, this recording also shows the console code used to activate this portal. I suppose it will lead to the lower decks. Here's the code. Will you do the honors?
Let's see what lies ahead. And oh, yeah, still haven't gotten any notification about shard maintenance. Thank goodness. That would be highly inconvenient. Okay, some of the words can't be translated. Right. And we
I
can.
believe this calls for the Earth saying, "Here goes nothing."
But yeah, some of the no shard maintenance yet. Thank goodness.
These lower decks sure are darker.
Uh-oh.
Word.
Everything all right?
Yes. I mean, I think so. I feel confident that we are on the right track, especially after seeing both Director Hugh and Tarsine Faye pass through here. And yet, I just feel unsettled. There's something not quite right about all of this. Do you feel it too?
I do. Stay close.
Before we move on, I want to make sure you know that you can count on me. Entirely. Last time we underwent a mission together, I told you I wasn't certain I'd be a reliable ally against Borg forces. That's not the case anymore. I feel stronger than ever. Although I still have some reservations, I won't be showing up late to the party this time.
DeMarque, that means more to me than you know.
Well, I'm glad that's settled. Let's get back to business. This room...
Contains data nodes.
Exactly. You know the drill. If you search the room for information, I'll begin recalibrating the data node's parameters. Those encryption subroutines won't stand a chance.
Let's get started.
I admit, I'm feeling apprehensive. What we're about to see
There's one right
next
over here.
could be very telling. Integrating the environmental information,
And second one right over here.
bypassing encryptions. All done. The fragments are ready to play.
All right.
Unit Bridge requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding.
Data node right over here.
Fret not, Director. We will not let you perish.
And this one right over here.
perish? Did they really get into some kind of near-fatal altercation? I can't even imagine it. Tosin Fay is our ally and friend. There must be more to this.
I agree. Strange. Falsified data again.
Unfortunately, my scans suggest that the node's memory buffer may be overloaded. Over time, this could lead to slight alterations in recorded material due to deletions or simplifications, for example. So rather than an artificial addition, it seems to be a corruption of the original events. There should be some truth to this scenario, but something's off. We'll need to identify the altered fragment and restore it to its original form in order to play the full sequence of events.
Leave it to me.
Which data node fragment was altered?
Director Hugh fell to the ground, critically wounded.
The altered fragment has been identified. Director Hugh raised his weapon at Tosin Fay, but he was not critically wounded. Finally, Tosin Fay lifted his body out of the room. By Lucar, we did it! I was hoping for this outcome. Hopefully this means that Director Hugh was not gravely injured. Let's see what actually happened here. The full sequence is ready to play.
Let's play it. Oh. Back over here. Okay. Activate this.
Unit bridge requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding.
I can see that. What the hell is going on here?
Our security system is registering you and your officers as Prime Borg.
Tassine Fay, I really don't want to take down your construct. Get them to stand down.
I understand. This won't be necessary. You will be neutralized until we can repair our systems.
Neutralized? Okay, we might be getting lost in translation, but that's what happened.
Fret not, Director. We will not let you perish. You shall be conserved and uplifted anew.
And yep, bring Hugh out of the room. See a bunch of things. I see a bunch of little things there on the map.
By Lucar, we did it! I was hoping for this outcome.
Okay.
Hopefully this means that Director Hugh was not gravely injured. Let's see what actually happened here. The full sequence is ready to play.
Okay, that was a bit weird. I'm not entirely.
That's it! Director Hugh was neutralized by Tosin Fay in an effort to protect him, I suppose? And it looks like his wounded bridge officer made it out of the room. Well, if the director and his officers are registering as enemy Borg to the Etherean security system, then there's no telling how it will register us. After all, you and I have both had dealings with the Borg that have left us changed. Thankfully, the recording once again shows the console code Tosin Fay used to get out of this room. However, perhaps we should stop tampering with the data nodes from now on.
Good call. What about this neutralization?
Tosin Fay's choice seems somewhat abrupt. It certainly wouldn't be acceptable by Lucari diplomatic standards. But if she intends to uplift him anew, as she said, perhaps she only meant to conceal Director Hugh's biosigns from her security system.
So he wouldn't register as a target. It's plausible.
Ethereum customs could be wildly different from mine or yours. Perhaps this is not as transgressive as it seems.
Even so, the director was right to call for help.
I agree. Let's input the console code so we can move on and beam in some backup. The coordinates might be a little off as we are unfamiliar with the Harmony's exotic interdimensional topography. Beam-in could be delayed, and the exact arrival position unknown.
Let's hope for the best.
Admiral Kumarke to the Riskava. We are requesting backup aboard the Harmony. Director Hugh is down. I repeat, Director Hugh is down.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We have notified both of your crews. We're struggling to get a lock on your position. We'll beam someone down as soon as we can.
Copy that, Varunte. Right. Let's not waste a moment.
Oh. Alright, unlock the door, and we pass through. And I'm pretty sure this is where the control...
That's Director Hugh's other officer. Let's stabilize them and beam them out.
On it! I was gonna say this is where the control board actually started attacking, but not quite yet. Okay. There we go. We got them beamed out to the ship.
Watch out! Control board ahead! No match for us.
Alright. There we go. Control board. Control board defeated.
Unsurprisingly, this room is also on lockdown. We'll need to figure out how to move on without a recording of Tassim Fei's console code. We could take a swift look around. Any insight into the Etherians could be valuable to us.
Let's do it.
What an incredible astrometrics laboratory. I never imagined Etherians to be galactic strategists, though.
Examine the thing.
Perhaps they are less quick to trust others than I had originally thought. This star chart shows an array of interlinked gateways placed across a vast number of alternate dimensions.
Activate the...
Fascinating. I haven't seen many other species use gateways as a means of transportation.
Whoop. There we go. And view the results. Okay, yeah, the rest is untranslatable.
Cybernetic onslaught. It seems these military texts describe the battle the Etherians fought against the Borg, as well as other civilizations. This retelling is much less grim than I would have imagined. Didn't they say the Borg decimated their entire universe? Perhaps the military texts hold the key to our exit.
Alright. And...
That didn't work. Let's try...
Oh,
That's it. Well done.
there we go.
Lead the
And...
way.
we're out.
Rogue security system constructs up ahead.
Yeah, they're only gonna get a little bit more difficult to contend with a little later on.
Let's keep moving.
Only gonna get a little bit more difficult later on.
Look out.
Oh,
Control board heading our way. They must be beaming in from other sections of the ship.
the tentacles. Uh-oh.
Are these Etherian living quarters? Oddly enough, it sort of looks familiar.
I got a science kit from that one, so let's go over here and see what else we get. I'm sure there's gonna be...
Look out! Control Borg heading our way.
There we go. That takes care of them. Examine this console. And I got another shield. Nice. Alright, we need through here.
Oh my. It's a whole wall of Grandad Bexes. But why? Perhaps this is how Etherians honor their fallen.
And let me check to see if there's anything. Let me check to see if there's anything else I missed here. No, I don't think I did. Don't think I did.
I'm picking up life signs nearby. Admiral Kumar K to the Rescava, requesting an immediate status report.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We've got a lock on your position. Who should we send in?
My crew should be enough.
Understood. I'll send the coordinates over to your team. They should be with you soon.
Copy that, Ensign Varunte.
And Ensign? Tell them to be careful, please. This ship is packed with Borg.
And a rogue security system.
It seems the Etherians use these energy portals to get from one level of their ship to the next. I wonder how many there are aboard the Harmony.
And what they lead to.
In any case, this Etherian portal is already open.
Here goes nothing. Alright.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte. Did the crew make it?
They did, and not a moment too soon, Varunte. I'm picking up life signs further ahead on this deck of the ship. Localized interference makes them hard to identify, but it could be Director Hugh and Tarsine Fay.
Let's go.
I'll be right behind you.
Hey, the bridge officers are down. Bridge officers are down here. Alright.
It seems there are no data nodes in this room. And still no signs of Director Hugh or Tarsine Fay. Without the recordings and console codes, we'll need to rely on environmental information alone to move forward.
Agreed. I'll look around.
Let's try the console at the end of the room. Neurodrills? Hydroponics pods? Is this a sick bay or a science lab?
Right. I use this.
Nothing here. We'll have to keep looking. Rogue security system incoming! Our console interaction must have activated them. Stronger than the last one!
Oh, don't stand in the thing there.
Done. Quite the interruption. Now, where were we?
Oh, access this console over here. Whoops. Alright, got this. And there we go. Another theorem axiom, but redacted.
It does seem like a line from Tarsine Fay's Axiom. Through harmony we are secure, through unity we are strong. Perhaps the redactions are an added security measure. The words seem to have been superimposed with others that cannot be translated. Not unlike a palimpsest. But if this line reads anything like the other two, then I'm not sure why a redaction is needed.
I don't recall a third line.
Me neither. Not in any of my interactions with Tarsine Fay. Either way, this unfortunately doesn't help us unlock the door.
Right, let's keep looking. Alright, over here. Okay, the rest is missing. And
This is a partial biomedical display of Etherian energy readings.
Alright. Use this, so...
These readings indicate the presence of enhanced sensory organs, regenerative internal probes, and an energy-based core. It looks like the Etherian anatomical composition is 70% biological, 30% mechanical, and the rest of the data is missing. Strange.
Let's log the data, move on.
Perhaps there's another console in this room that contains the access code to the door. Heads up, rogue security system
Oh.
incoming again. Predictable, I suppose. They've upped their offensive, likely due to a perceived increase in threat level aboard the ship. Oh, I'm glad that's
Alright,
over.
and...
Let's try another console.
And rogue drones dealt with.
That's it. The door is open.
Yeah, that's it.
Detecting a lifetime. Cognitive functions are compatible with the cooperative Borg. We're getting closer. What is this place? Look! It's Director Hugh! We better check his vitals.
Alright, come over here, scan the pod.
The Director's life signs are stable, but he's been put into a stasis. Scans show the pods are equipped with an integrated dispenser valve and a medical interface connected to the ship's console system. We should be able to wake the Director up by using a console command to activate the pod's dispenser. We just need to modify the output to release some sort of powerful stimulant.
How about cortisone?
That would do it.
I'll get started.
Look out! It's the Etherian security system! Scanning the Director's pod must have alerted them.
Rogue system. Rogue system being very annoying. Of course, they're the least of our worries a little bit later on.
We can hardly catch a break, can we? Let's activate the pod's dispenser.
Alright, there we go.
Excellent. The cordrazine should kick in shortly.
Let's get the Director out.
It looks like getting out of this pod from the inside is the tricky part. From out here, it should be relatively simple.
Agreed. Localized EMP burst would do it.
Excellent idea. Not my speciality, though, I'm afraid. Indeed, we could target the control panel with a localized EMP to fry the locking mechanism. We could also recalibrate the control panel to bypass security parameters altogether.
Or try deciphering the access codes.
The choice is yours.
I'll recalibrate the control panel.
Let's give it a try.
Ah, over here. Alright, take this and recalibrate the panel.
That's it. We can open the pod.
We got that, and we free Hugh.
Director Hugh. Are you okay?
Where are my officers?
They're safe. They're on the Rescava. We beamed them out, but we've yet to find Tassin
Forget
Faye.
Faye. We need to get off this ship. I'm worried about Tassin Faye too, but not the way you are. The Etherians? They've been lying to us. Here, look.
It's the missing data from the Etherian lab. These biosigns.
Through unity, we are strong.
I don't understand. They're consistent with...
Borg. Yes. But also,
Through fusion, we are victorious.
Iconians.
look out! Getting away!
What was that?
A problem for later. Its escape has triggered some kind of red alert. Shields are up.
Damn, there goes our plan of beaming out.
There might be another way.
So, of course,
Not the way I'd usually greet an ally of your distinction, but I suppose this is somewhat of a unique situation. I'll save the details of my gratitude for later. Needless to say, I owe you one. As for our escape plan, the raised shields do pose a problem. However, during my brief time aboard the Etherian ship, I learned that beaming out might not be the only option at our disposal.
we also learned a few things. Admiral Camarque?
Right. The Harmony's wall structures act as data nodes that store recordings of past events that have happened aboard the ship. We reverse engineered the nodes in order to play them back, much like a holo recording.
Actually, Director, your neutralization was the last recording we watched.
Your creativity is commendable. Well, however daunting that must have seemed, Tassim Faye's neutralization wasn't as effective as she'd hoped. It looks like the Etherians don't know enough about liberated Borg biology to knock us out entirely. Not yet, anyway. While I was being carried through the Etherian lab, sleeping in and out of consciousness, I managed to send out a nanoprobe I had pre-programmed to scout for situational intel.
Missing data from the science lab?
Correct. This nanoprobe retrieves key data that is considered either useful or harmful. In this case, that included the hybrid Borg and Iconian biological composition of the Etherians, which the probe classified as potentially harmful. However, that's not all. The nanoprobe also detected massive energy spikes coming from a room on this level, up ahead. The energy type is consistent with the one emitted by the ship's portals. My guess is gateway technology.
An Iconian gateway.
It could be Iconian. Hard to say. Your guess is as good as mine. Most importantly, my intelligence suggests the Etherians are not on their side. Or ours. At least not for now.
For now.
Well, as a liberated Borg, or XB, as we used to call ourselves, I have hope that any civilization or individual might be open to reform. If they are anything like the Borg, or ancient Iconians we know of, then there might be a way to help them. But this isn't a hypothesis I'll live to test out if we don't get moving. That's a lesson I learned the hard way on another mission. So let's table this talk for a safer environment.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here before more pods explode.
Or, we have, or more drones show up, or, all that other sort of thing.
The Harmony's defenses have locked the path behind us. The only way onward is forward.
Copy that, Director.
Call me Hugh. I've spent far too many stardates as a nameless.
Here it is. What are those?
Assimilation pods. Heads up. We got company.
Whoop.
Typically, I recommend setting patients to stun, but that's advanced assimilation I'd rather avoid, Admiral. Another hostile wave of Etherians incoming.
Syrians and some more. Some more Ethereans and some more of their security systems.
Your reputation precedes you. Well done.
All right.
All right, let's go.
There we go. There we go. We're taking care of.
My nanoprobe is detecting elevated levels of gamma radiation nearby.
And this would be where the core is.
The Harmony's core.
Granddad Bex!
The Etherians have lowered some sort of fractal containment fields blocking our path.
Leave it to me. I've become quite the expert on Ethereum security systems.
Understood. We'll keep the Etherians at bay in the meantime.
All right. Oh,
Resist and you shall crumble. Accept and you shall ascend.
Another one? This influx seems endless.
yep. They're just gonna keep sending. They're just gonna keep sending them at us. Oh, I do not want to be.
Looking, Admiral.
Come on, click the thing. Trying to see which one of these is actually firing. I was trying to see which one of these is actually firing at me over here.
The fractal containment field has been lowered.
Incredible.
Collaboration is fruitful. Why such discord in the face of harmony?
He is teleporting.
Okay.
away. That's our chance. Let's get out of here.
All right. All right. Now that he's teleporting away, we're going to.
I hope you're right about that gateway technology.
Lead out this way.
A magnetic containment field protecting a cube-shaped reactor core.
Looks familiar, right? If only my tour had started in this room.
It's quite the display for a reactor core. It must be important to them.
Ain't getting out that way.
Trapped again. It did seem too easy.
You're right, Hugh. These granddad Bexes are beaming in with no end in sight.
There must be another way to defeat them.
I have a plan, but it's risky.
I'm all ears.
If we lower its containment field, we could fire at the reactor core to initiate a breach.
What about the gamma radiation leaking into the room and the potential loss of life aboard the ship?
I'm willing to bet that putting the core at risk will initiate an emergency power transfer protocol. This would divert all main energy back to the core's containment field,
All right.
interrupting Etherian transport.
And likely divert power from the fractal containment fields too. Hell of a plan, Admiral.
And we'd have to backtrack into the room to carry it out.
Yeah, of course.
It's worth taking. Let's do it.
I'll get to work on this fractal containment field. The field has been lowered.
All right. We need. All right. We need over here.
Let's act quickly. The Etherians aren't messing around.
That's of course more of them.
Cover.
That's of course more of them are beaming into the area here.
Parameters.
Alright, so what's going on with there?
How much longer, Admiral?
10 seconds.
You've got 5.
Done. The magnetic containment field has been lowered.
Alright.
Target the reactor core.
There we go.
Radiation levels are rising. We need to leave.
Let's go.
The control panel is malfunctioning. Cover me. I just need a couple of seconds.
Your second life awaits you, Hugh.
There. It's open. Where's Hugh?
There's something I need to do.
Radiation levels are too high. We need to leave. Emergency systems might seal this section off. This could be our last chance.
I know. That's why you should go ahead without me.
You can't save him, Hugh.
I know, but if I can get through, for even just a second, then it's worth a shot. I have to try.
Damn. We can't leave him behind.
Grendat Bex, that's your name, right? Where's Tassine Faye?
We are Grendat Bex. We are Tessine Faye. We are all at once, and soon you shall be too.
I'd rather die than be reassimilated.
It is the only way. Uprisers shall be quelled. Deniers shall be fused. You must join us. You must ascend.
Listen, it doesn't have to be like this. My people have the means to restore your freedom.
You misunderstand. We are free. We have long been freed from the shackles of Iconian rigor, and we have taken what serves us best from the Borg. We are evolved.
See, the trouble is, I think you think you're free, but you're not. Everything you're saying right now, that sounds an awful lot like a collective I used to be a part of. You think you don't have a choice, but if you ask me, you've just forgotten how to choose.
You are mistaken. We do not choose the ether. It chooses us. We follow its path.
Well, a wise man once told me, even when you think you don't have a choice, there always is one. I might not be able to help you now, but maybe I'll be able to help you one day. No one is beyond redemption.
We need to leave now.
I'm sorry. Follow me.
Alright, we need out.
Incredible. An entire bay of gateways.
Admiral Kumarke, I've been told your scientific expertise lies in stellar stabilization and planetary restoration. How do you fare with gateway stabilization and remodulation?
I think you're in luck.
You are in luck. These aren't too dissimilar from the turret system gateway we encountered recently. I should be able to modify one of the gateway's frequencies to match the coordinates of our ships.
In the meantime, let's call for more backup.
Perfect. In the meantime, I'll send out a call to the cooperative for additional backup. If my earlier distress signal worked, then the Yasutake should already be waiting for my return.
Let's hope it did.
The Rescava is on standby.
Ready when you are.
Right. I'll get started on the gateway.
That's of course
Heads up. More hostile Etherians incoming.
Yeah, they weren't gonna let us leave that easy.
Through harmony, we are secure.
What?
Unity, we are strong.
All right. And get this thing active.
Through fusion, we are victorious.
It's a lot of. I think the phaser. I think they turned the phaser turrets against us.
The gateway is active.
All right. Gateway's active, so we just need to. Gateway's active, so we just need to. Ah, crap. There. So we should be good to go.
Nicely done, Admiral Kumarke. Well, no time to waste. Let's see if this gateway takes us to our ships as intended. See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
Glad to see you made it in one piece. Let's check in with the Rescava.
Admiral Kamarke, do you copy?
Loud and clear. It's good to see you both back on your ships. But this isn't over quite yet. The Harmony is hailing us.
On screen.
Friends, this truly has been a grave misunderstanding.
Dancing Faye, your eyes.
Remnants of our Iconian heritage, yes.
You hid your true form from us. Why?
To protect you from your own assumptions, of course. For your own benefit, on your path to a greater truth. The only truth. We seek not to harm you, but to welcome you. As we eventually did with the Borg, we stand on the precipice of a new era, led by the Ether.
Dancing Faye, we're supposed to be a united front.
We are and we can be. Today's events are a testament to our strength in dealing with unforeseen adversity. We can be more than a united front and more than allies. We can be one. Do you not recall our axiom? Through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong. Through fusion, we are victorious.
Last line was never included in the axiom.
Was it not? Our mistake.
Is it a mistake?
There must be a diplomatic way forward, even after today. Tassim Faye, my people and I, we can help you. The cooperative advocates for the free Borg. Our reclamation methods are consistently evolving and improving, and yet the core of our mission remains the same. A liberated Borg does not rid themselves of their past. They simply dare to challenge it.
Tassim Faye, I strongly suggest you consider this offer. It might be the only chance you get before the galaxy turns against you for your duplicity.
Last chance, Faye.
The galaxy will turn against itself long before it turns against us. We will watch from afar as factions burn and tear each other apart. It is foretold. The Ether will be ready to welcome those who survive.
We won't let that happen.
Your rejection of perfection is disappointing. We were hoping you would see the light. But you are not the first friends of ours who have refused ascension. Like everyone else from our dimension, you shall undergo fusion. It is inevitable.
You deceived us.
We learned from the best. We have been watching you for centuries. It is a shame that all of this ends now. Your individuality has been most intriguing. But it is useless nonetheless. Soon, we shall be fused. And you will know perfection.
Not a chance. Bridge, red alert.
Your ship is compromised, Tassim Faye. Stand down.
All right. And
Looks like the Assyrians also called for backup.
all right. Get my let's get my hangar pets to fire here.
All these repairs are nearing completion. Brace yourself.
The Harmony system aging.
Yeah, they're leaving, but they're
Vortices? I thought only the mirror Borg used those.
Let her go. This is just the beginning.
Control Borg incoming. Tossing fate lets them through reality vortex.
So she didn't mean to cooperate herself after all. Or deception.
all right. And
All along. Control Borg spilling by humans, communication and the cover.
all right. Spear almost destroyed.
Another wave of Control Borg incoming. Good to know.
And simulators destroyed. I don't think probe is gonna be simulators destroyed. I don't think probe is gonna be too much trouble.
Even use the more backup on our side.
I made the call. Any moment now. Your perseverance reminds me of a friend of mine.
All right.
I must go for now.
Takes care of that. Now we gotta go over here. Now we gotta go over here and deal with this cube. And cube destroyed. Let's not forget the creature that escaped from the Harmony.
Right. We may well and truly be on the precipice of a new era. As Tassine Faye said, one of a multiversal war.
Where do we go from here?
For now, let's return to safety and regather our strength. More Ethereans could arrive unannounced at any moment. I will mask our warp signatures so we can return safely. A little trick I picked up during my unfortunate time in captivity many years ago. Once we're out of harm's way, I'll contact you to send over any information the Cooperative has on the Ethereans.
We'll stand by for an update.
Oh, before you leave, I wanted to thank you for coming to my aid. There was a time in which a person like you might have left a liberated Borg like me behind. I'm touched to see this is no longer the case. Though we are no longer the most despised people in the galaxy, forging alliances is still a delicate endeavor for us. This means a lot to me, and the Cooperative.
Glad we could help.
Today was eventful, to say the least. But I'm thankful I had you by my side through it all. We make quite the team. It only pains me that Tassine Faye was never really part of it.
Looks like Tholians were right about them.
Yes, the Tholians never really took to the Ethereans, did they? In any case, I must return so I can forward Director Hughes' intel to the Lucari Concordium when I receive it. Reporting the possibility of a multiversal war with the Borg to our superiors will be an interesting conversation. I wish you the best of luck.
Let's go home. Engage. That's, of course, the ship. Ship doesn't quite make it.
Did your warp out also malfunction? How odd. This happened to me recently on another Lucari ship. I'll be sure to report it. Let's try that again. Stay safe out there.
And this time, though, we do warp outs. Kind of. Yeah, we do warp out. We do warp out. Ship is like, no. Ship was like, no.
Here's the intel we gathered on the Ethereans. It appears they are alternate universe Iconians who fused with the Borg to forego assimilation, an event as yet unheard of. Their advanced Iconian technology and knack for deception has also been cause for great concern. Multiple reports of Cooperative ship malfunctions after first contact with the Ethereans have now surfaced. Lastly, during my time aboard the Harmony, I overheard Tassine Faye speak of the creature that escaped. I activated my transmitter just in time to hear him call it the Chimeran specimen. That's all I have for now. I'll reach out if anything changes. Do not hesitate to do the same, should you need us.
And with that,
Congratulations, Admiral.
there we go. All right. Oh, hold on. That's where I need to cut it up for tonight. Do me a favor if you would. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Helps me and my channel out quite a bit. So I'm done.